Good evening and welcome to the Newshour Agenda. I'm Madhavdas G. Viewers, a slew of developments have happened in the Swati Maliwal Assault case. The Rajya Sabha MP filed an FIR yesterday revealing chilling details of the alleged assault inside the Chief Minister's residence on the 13th of May. The details are disturbing and startling. In her FIR, Swati Maliwal details how she reached the Delhi Chief Minister's residence that fateful morning and was asked to wait for him in the drawing room. But instead of her party leader, his close aide and secretary Kumar Vibhav arrived and abruptly began to abuse her. The FIR notes disgusting, abusive and threatening language used against Swati, and the violence and the brutality begins. Swati says Vibhav abruptly began to slap her with full force without any provocation from her end. While she screamed in desperation, he continued to slap her, doing so 7-8 times. Continuing to scream, Swati tried to push the larger Vibhav away, but he dragged her, even pulling up her shirt. Vibhav also allegedly threatened Maliwal, saying he will break Maliwal's bones and will bury her in a place where no one can find her.
Times Now is the only channel who managed to access the FIR copy first and show you the details so as to what happened on 13th of May when Swati Maliwal entered at Chief Minister's residence sharp at 9 a.m. The FIR clearly states that without provocation, Vibhav started abusing, slapped 7 to 8 times, pounced on me, brutally dragged me, deliberately pulled up my shirt buttons opened up, shirt flew up, landed up on the table, and then he said that kar le tujhe jo karna hai, teri auqat kya hai. So these were the words that Vibhav Kumar had used. Then Swati Maliwal requested that since she was being slapped 7 to 8 times, she was not in the condition to walk, she was emotionally, physically shattered, and requested that let the PCR van come till the time she should be here. But Vibhav Kumar, the formal PS to Arvind Kejriwal, did not listen and he dragged her out of Chief Minister's residence.
But today, there also came a new twist to the tale. The Aam Aadmi Party released a video of Kejriwal's drawing room from May 13th. AAP, which had earlier fielded Sanjay Singh to condemn Vibhav Kumar for his misbehavior against Swati Maliwal, has today claimed that it was Swati Maliwal who abused and threatened Vibhav Kumar. They are doing this on the basis of a video which they have released, where you can see a visibly angry and upset Swati Maliwal in a heated argument with Arvind Kejriwal's security staff members. She shouts at them and says, "Don't touch me." Take a look at the entire sequence.
I will do it. आज मैं इन लोगों को सबको बताऊं।
हाँ बता देना वो आपका है क्या?
आप मेरे को डीसीपी से बात करेंगे
अभी करा रहे हैं। आप आइए ना।
नहीं मैं एसएचओ सिविल लाइन से बात करूंगी पहले।
नहीं हम यहाँ नहीं कर सकते।
नहीं अब यही होगा जो करना है करो। और तुम्हारी भी नौकरी खाऊंगी अगर मेरे को टच करो।
तो सभी तो कह रहे हैं हम हम्बली रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं।
मैंने अभी 112 पे कॉल कर दिया, लेट द पुलिस कम, उसके बाद मैं बात करूँ।
तो पुलिस भी तो बाहर आएगी, वो यहाँ तक नहीं आएगी ना।
नहीं कुछ नहीं होता, अब अंदर ही आएगी जो होगा।
प्लीज कम
मैडम बाहर चलो मैडम प्लीज उठा के पहन लो, उठा के पहन।
हम रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं आपसे। हम तो रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं।
आज फेंक दो।
आप पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं, आपके साथ ऐसा थोड़ा
ये गंजा।
प्लीज आप ऐसा ना बोलिए।
Just because you are CCTV
Aam Aadmi Party is latched on to this very video and accused Swati Maliwal of lying. They went to the extent of calling her the face of BJP's plot against the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal. Atishi also says that in this video it can be clearly seen that Swati sustained no wounds and that it was Maliwal who was the one misbehaving with the Chief Minister's staff and abusing Vibhav Kumar. Listen in.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने एक साजिश रची, एक षड्यंत्र रचा और उस षड्यंत्र के तहत स्वाति मालीवाल जी को दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के घर 13 मई को सुबह सुबह भेजा गया। स्वाति मालीवाल जी इस षड्यंत्र का चेहरा थी, इस षड्यंत्र का मोहरा थी। मुख्यमंत्री आवास के ड्राइंग रूम का वीडियो सामने आया है और उस वीडियो ने स्वाति मालीवाल जी के झूठ को पूरे देश के सामने रख दिया है। स्वाति मालीवाल जी उस ड्राइंग रूम में बहुत आराम से बैठी हुई हैं। वो पुलिस कर्मियों को ऊंची आवाज में डरा रही हैं, धमका रही हैं। उनके कपड़े फटे हुए नहीं हैं, किसी भी प्रकार से उनके सर पर चोट नहीं दिख रही है।
And Swati Maliwal was quick to hit back, taking to social media platform X. She said that leaders who joined the party in recent years declared her a BJP agent. She also questioned the U-turn by Aam Aadmi Party, saying just 2 days ago Sanjay Singh had accepted the truth in a press conference. Maliwal also accused Aam Aadmi Party of cowing down to Bipav's pressure tactics and trying to shield him while calling into question the victim's character. Meanwhile, after the stunning details of the alleged assault came to the fore, Times Now confronted Kejriwal in Mumbai. We asked him to break his silence, but he ducked and dodged. Take a look.
स्वाति मालीवाल के ऊपर असॉल्ट हुआ है सर। स्वाति मालीवाल के ऊपर असॉल्ट हुआ है, क्या कहना चाहेंगे सर? संजय सर, आपने कहा था कि एप्रोप्रिएट एक्शन लिए जाएंगे, पर लिए नहीं गए, क्या कहना चाहेंगे सर?
केजरीवाल जी, आप मालीवाल केस में खामोश क्यों हैं? क्या विभो के खिलाफ एक्शन लेंगे? आप खामोश क्यों हैं?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And for more on this, let's go right across to our guest. Joining us is Shazia Ilmi, national spokesperson of the BJP. Ishkaran Bhandari is advocate of the Supreme Court. Ravi Srivastava is a political analyst joining us. And Dr. Akashdeep Muni is a political analyst as well. Let me start first with Shazia Ilmi. Shazia Ilmi, when you first saw that video released and the press conference subsequently by Atishi of the Aam Aadmi Party, what do you make of the defense of the Aam Aadmi Party? Because they say that there are no injuries, that there are no clothes torn seen in this video, and it is Swati Maliwal who is abusing the security staff. How do you respond to that? Shazia.
I found Atishi's justification to be pretty appalling. I frankly find the entire episode really revolting. Let me start let me start telling you that when Atishi speaks about the fact that Swati Maliwal is making all of this up and she was absolutely fine and nothing had happened to her, tell me, Atishi uses the words, her clothes were torn, but in the visuals his clothes are not torn. Now tell me, if you see Swati Maliwal's video, if you see Swati Maliwal's statement, she never mentioned that her clothes were torn. Swati also never mentioned that her head was bleeding. So Atishi is making up all these stories that where were the clothes torn, where was the head bleeding, but the fact of the matter is that Swati never mentioned it anywhere in her statement. And also we saw the visuals of how Swati walked towards the car, and it really it's so disturbing just to see that. And now when Atishi is confronted with a question as to why Sanjay Singh agreed to the fact and said that we have acknowledged it and that Arvind has taken cognizance. Later on, Atishi says, oh, Sanjay Singh was merely saying because Vibhav had not given his version. This was her version, Swati's version. But tell me, if this was the case, then why did Sanjay Singh say that Arvind has taken cognizance of this? So either Sanjay Singh was lying then or Atishi is lying now. More importantly, it's a matter of great shame that Atishi would throw her senior under the bus for the sake of retaining her ministerial berth. She blames it or the entire matter as related to BJP. It is Swati Maliwal who's been made Rajya Sabha by Aam Aadmi Party. It is she, the party and the Andolan that she has served, something that Atishi knows nothing about because she just joined in only when the party was made. So It is really unfortunate and fairly appalling as to how Atishi has conducted herself. And I don't think anybody would forgive her.
Let me bring in Ravi Srivastava. Ravi Srivastava, I just want you to listen into what Swati Maliwal has said. She says, after Atishi's press conference, that the party में कल के आए नेता ने 20 साल पुरानी कार्यकर्ता को बीजेपी का एजेंट बता दिया. 2 दिन पहले पार्टी ने पीसी में सब सच कबूल लिया था और आज यू टर्न. So if, and that's the point that is being made here by Shazia Ilmi as well, because they are saying that either Atishi is true or Sanjay Singh is true. How can both be true?
Madhav, first of all, what is the real truth, I think it is still not out in open. It is one truth is of Swati Maliwal, the other truth is of the video which you have got, and Delhi police has got some other third story. So here, I think who is telling the truth, that has to be examined and full evidence should surface out. Now, first thing is that I want to ask a question to Aam Aadmi Party also, that if they had this video in their possession, why they were holding it for last 3 days? And why did they come out today only? Because before Atishi's press conference, this video surfaced. And it's a 52-second video where Atishi, Swati Maliwal is comfortably sitting, threatening people and giving all kind of abuses to Vibhav Kumar and everyone there. And there is no sign of any kind of skirmish there or any kind of an so-called assault there. Now, my point here is that if there was really an assault, why the full video of that, from her entry to exit should not be made public by the Delhi police? Because there are, understand, 180 cameras are there, CCTV cameras in that portion of the CM residence where general public goes in. So this fact, I think you are aware that Vibhav Kumar also has filed his FIR as a counter FIR that this is what all she did to him. So I think what she has not explained is, Swati Maliwal, that what was her motive of going to the CM residence? Because I'll expose, I will do this, I'll do that. What is the real truth?
Sir,
why had she gone over there?
Yeah, Ravi Srivastava, there are many questions, but this is an amazing one. Have you ever heard of a party MP finding a reason or needing a reason to meet the party chief?
This is a new
I've never heard of such an explanation before. No. Whether it is the AAP, the Congress, the BJP, the CPM, this is normally standard practice. That MPs do go unannounced to the party chief's house.
They are not the family members. Yeah, I think she had asked for the appointment, which was denied as well. The appointment was not given. Without appointment, she barged into the CM house and she went in to create all this drama.
This is what she says. She says, one second. Let me read. Ravi Srivastava, have you read the FIR? You are not parroting exactly what Atishi has said. Have you read the FIR?
I have read the FIR completely. Okay. I have read the FIR.
But then you have failed to quote from what the FIR's version of Swati Maliwal is, because she says this specifically. She says, I went inside the camp office, called CM space Vibhav Kumar. I could not get through. I sent a message on his mobile number through WhatsApp. However, there was no response. I then went inside the residential area through the main door of the CM house, as I have always done in the past year since Vibhav Kumar was not present at the CM house. I entered the residence area, informed the staff present there to tell the CM that I am there to meet him. I was informed that he was present in the house and I was told to wait in the drawing room. So how is this out of character? How is this unusual? I don't understand, Ravi Srivastava.
One side story, it has to be corroborated. The best thing is that she has given a statement before the magistrate under CRPC 164. So what all has recorded there, she cannot backtrack, neither anybody else can force her. Yes. Now, this is a matter of trial now. Okay. I want to ask the Delhi police also, who immediately released those 4 lines of that PCR call, but they are not telling that what actually conspired between the Swati Maliwal. She went to the police station, she sat there, how was her physical condition? This police station also has got a CCTV
the problem
camera.
Is this. The problem is that, you're questioning a victim of assault. That now Atishi has put out their version. And I will only say this much, that when somebody is traumatized by physical assault and, this kind of abusive language, if this is true, then certainly I don't think it's anyone's guess as to why she was perhaps silent. She's even gone for the medical test yesterday. Let Ishkaran come in on that. Ishkaran, many questions that are still being asked. A, why did the victim not file a complaint? In a case of assault, does it really matter whether it's 1 day, 2 days, same hour, same day, or 5 days later?
Madhav, let me first start by that question. Does it matter whether the FIR is 3 days late? In cases of sexual assault, the courts have held that delay will not be fatal. In fact, there are certain cases where FIRs are filed after 1 year or 2 years after a sexual assault. And there have been conviction in those cases also. Because please understand, a victim is fighting against a person in power, person in authority. And who can be more powerful than a person sitting in the CM's house? Second aspect of this case, as a person who's a resident of Delhi, what a shameful day that the Chief Minister's house is being recreated as a crime scene by Delhi police. And the allegation is by a member of Aam Aadmi Party itself of 20 years standing, a Rajya Sabha MP, a person who's been a chairperson of Delhi Women Commission. So that is the facts of this case. But now let's come to the defense which is being given. Why did she go to the CM's house? Did she provoke the PA? What was the reason for PA to do so? The law in this country has traveled very far from the days you could blame a victim of sexual assault. The days you could say her dress was inappropriate, it was provocative, she went to a pub, so that is a problem, she raised her voice, so that was a problem. All that is 50, 70, 100 years in the past, and they should not be taking these stands. The more important part in this case is, see, the first day Sanjay Singh, he comes out and does a press conference. He confirms that there was something which was untoward which happened with Swati Maliwal. Then after 2 days, was it a samjhauta trying to be done? Was it trying to pacify her or pressurize her that don't register an FIR, and when we will say some nice things about you, take your side? But after the FIR is done, see the somersault. That will be a relevant fact which the investigative agency will have to go into. From Sanjay Singh to what Atishi Marina said, there is a massive U-turn, and they start blaming the victim. Now, one more aspect of this case which is very important. If you have videos, why have they released a selective edited video? Why have they not released the entirety of the video? Also more important in this case, see the interim bail order of Supreme Court in Arvind Kejriwal case. Paragraph 15 records that he has no criminal antecedents. He is not a threat to society. A woman gets sexually assaulted as per the allegations in the Chief Minister's house. Can there be a bigger threat? So right now we are at the stage of investigation. We have to see under whose order was the PA acting? Was there messages exchanged between the PA and certain party officers? What was the reason that this sort of a behavior was meted out? And one last point which is very important in the FIR, where the victim records that he pounced on me brutally, dragged me and deliberately pulled up my shirt. My shirt buttons opened and my shirt flew up. Deliberately pulled up the shirt. So these are very serious allegations, and who all is involved in this? I think as a first step, investigative agency should seize the phones of everybody who was in that house, see what messages were exchanged, see whether instructions were passed. Because remember, this is the Chief Minister who can materially influence his party members. From Sanjay Singh to Atishi Marlina, there has been a huge journey. So everybody's phones needs to be seized and investigation should be done. If a Rajya Sabha MP is not safe, then who is safe in this country?
Well, absolutely. And in fact, I'm very glad you read out that particular sentence, because that talks about deliberately disrobing the victim. And in fact, just reading out 2 more sentences before we go across to Dr. Akashdeep Puni. Further to what has been said, Dr. Akashdeep Puni, it is said that Bibhav Kumar did not relent, attacked me by kicking me repeatedly on my chest, stomach and pelvis area with his legs. I was in extreme pain and kept telling him to stop. My shirt was coming up, but he still continued to assault me. I repeatedly told him I'm having periods, that he should please let go of me as I am in unbearable pain. He, however, attacked me with full force again and again. I somehow managed to get free. And then later, of course, she goes on to talk about a death threat that is being given by Bibhav Kumar. Now, it's very interesting because while this is stated over here, what Atishi Marlina's reply in the press conference is that her clothes are not torn. But there's no allegation of clothes being torn. Is that the buttons open up? They can be buttoned back again, Dr. Akashdeep Puni?
I totally agree with you, Madhav. A complaint has been filed by Swati Maliwal and Bibhav Kumar against each other. I will just set the facts on the table, not opinions like my fellow panelists. A video of Swati Maliwal has come up, in which she has not denied it to be fake. She has acknowledged the video. Now, the MP in that video is seen abusing and threatening the staff of Delhi Chief Minister office when requested politely to leave by Bibhav Kumar. In the interest of fairness and justice, I request Delhi police to put out the CCTV footage of full video in the public domain. I also want to tell, I want to quote from the statement she has given, Swati Maliwal Ji has given. Bibhav came with security personnel. I kept telling them that I was brutally beaten. I kept telling them I was brutally beaten and they should look at my condition. In this particular video, she says she does not look brutally beaten. and she does not say also, and she says that और तुम्हारी भी नौकरी खाऊंगी, अब तमाशा होगा, उठा के फेंकना मुझे, ये गंजा dash is a slang. She abuses that. Okay, now some more facts.
Is it possible? May I just stop you for 1 second? Dr. Puneet, just one small clarification. Is it possible that after being brutally assaulted, which even you have said is a distinct possibility, that she was extremely enraged? Does that mean she's an abusive person by nature, according to you? What is the inference being drawn here?
No. I as an individual cannot infer that she is abusive. I'm just stating the facts where it is seen that whatever statement she has given and whatever we seen in the video is not corroborating each other, is not syncing with each other.
Why is it not syncing? If she has been attacked, would not someone be so angry?
Sir, one more fact.
Shazia, no, one second. Let's go point by point. I'm coming back to Dr. Muni. I want our specific response to this point.
You have to answer that.
Yes.
She said she might be hurt and she could be sitting and making a phone call. What kind of argument is that? It's such rubbish. Can't she fix her shirt? She never said the shirt was torn. When a shirt is pulled, she can pull it down. She can sit and make a phone call. So what rubbish is this? She doesn't look as if she was brutalized. And she never said her head was bleeding. And Atishi says, where was the head bleeding? What nonsense is this? You all are just making up stories. Shame on you. Shame on you. Reading facts. Oh my God, you become already fact-oriented.
Without getting into the specifics, what the BJP is saying is that this appears to be victim shaming, because you have a number of leaders of Aam Aadmi Party who have come into question even the character of Swati Maliwal, and she's saying as much. In fact, she says, एक गुंडा पार्टी को धमका रहा है, मैं अरेस्ट हुआ तो सारे राज खोलूंगा, इसलिए ही लखनऊ से लेकर हर जगह शरण में घूम रहा है. This is a direct charge of what Swati Maliwal is saying, Dr. Muni.
Madhavji, I request my panel panelists to hear me out so that they know what I am saying. मैं X बोलता हूँ, Y पे respond करते हैं, Y पे मुझे चिल्ला रहे हैं मेरे ऊपर. थोड़ा सा सुन तो लीजिए. No, wait a minute. Now Delhi police, as per Delhi police, अरे रुक जाओ एक मिनट. Don't heckle.
One by one. Okay, one by one. Yeah.
Delhi police asked on 13th of May her to do the medical. She denied. Why? This is a very, very good question. And why she denied?
Said it just now. It doesn't matter, sir. The victim can go after a year also.
He spoke about FIR, not medical. Okay. Why medical was not done the same day?
It's up to the victim, sir. What kind of insensitive arguments are you giving? A victim of any kind of assault can decide when they're mentally prepared to go through the process. You do not know that the process itself is a punishment here in India? That it requires a huge amount of mental forbearance?
See, there are some facts I want to put. It is to let your audience judge, am I right or wrong? PCR call में वो कहते हैं.
But please be cognizant of the implication of the facts, sir. You may consider them inanimate, anodyne facts, but please be cognizant of what the implication of what you're saying is, Dr. Akashdeep Muni, because one cannot be divorced from the reality of what they mean.
Now let me speak. Let me speak for 15 seconds. In PCR call, she says that मैं CM के घर पे हूँ. उन्होंने PA वैभव कुमार से मुझे बुरी तरह पिटवाया है. ये PCR कॉल में उन्होंने बोला. In the statement, he does not name Arvind Kejriwal. Why?
Madhav, you don't waste the time.
Okay.
ये भी गलत.
You know, Dr. Muni, you know, you're welcome to raise questions, but then say that you're raising questions of Swati Maliwal clearly. Because you're pretending to just say facts, I won't get into opinion. But you're very clearly raising questions of Swati Maliwal. If you're raising questions of the victim, say that you're doing so. Now I want both Shazia as well as Ishran to come in one by one. Yeah, okay. Shazia first, yes. Shazia.
10 seconds. No, I want to come in for 10 seconds only. Madhav, I really want to come in. What we just heard is a long, speech on with parroting what Atishi said. I have a question for Kapil. I can turn it around. So as long as Swati Maliwal does not make a complaint and doesn't go for medical, you acknowledge that the incident had happened. The minute she makes a police complaint, the minute she goes for a medical, you can turn her around and say, oh, you're the one who, you're not a victim, but you're actually pulling wool over eyes. I can turn it around the same argument. You're saying, why didn't she do medical earlier? I'm saying because she did a medical, you decided to speak against her and throw her under the bus. This is what I'm saying. So, you know, whatever you're making up, use your brains, Kapil. Nobody is a fool. You're
Dr.
just parroting Atishi. We have counter arguments.
Dr. Muni, whether the medical was done or not done does not change the possibility of the assault having happened.
You release this video.
No, one thing,
yes.
Madhav Ji, Shazia Ji, with all respect, my name is Akashdeep Muni. I'm not Kapil. In 2 channels you have said Kapil. Please don't. So, second point which I am making is that
yes, and a woman got molested and assaulted. And that is more important than your name being Akash or Atishi. Doesn't bother me at all. What is important is you're just parroting Atishi. You know very well because Swati got a medical done. All of you are so mad with her and you're throwing her under a bus. You're victim shaming her and you're saying that she was, motivated by politics.
All right. I'm told there's some breaking news. Just a second. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal has spoken a short while earlier. Times Network has been tracking Arvind Kejriwal and Sanjay Singh in Mumbai. Sanjay Singh saying that he has replied and both sides have come to the fore. There should be an investigation in this entire matter. All right, can we cut across live to that reaction coming in? If we can quickly play out that reaction, please.
अरविंद जी, आपका स्वाति मालीवाल पे क्या कहना है? एक बार सर क्लैरिफिकेशन दे दीजिए कि आप क्या स्टेप लेंगे, मतलब सर कोई स्टेप लेंगे या नहीं लेंगे? संजय जी सर, कम से कम आप तो क्लैरिफिकेशन दे दीजिए कि कोई स्टेप आगे लिया जाएगा नहीं लिया जाएगा?
बोल तो दिया, देखा तो आपने,
वो तो वॉशरूम जाने
देखा ना, आज आपने देखा तो वीडियो देख लिया ना।
तो साफ तौर पर पहले आप लोगों ने एक्सेप्ट किया, दूसरी तरफ यू टर्न लिया गया है, ऐसा कहा।
अब दोनों पक्ष आ गया ना।
स्वाति भी कह रही है कि आप लोगों ने
दीजिए, पुलिस की कंप्लेंट
जांच होनी चाहिए, ये संजय सिंह का कहना है टाइम्स ऑफ भारत पर फिलहाल।
जांच होनी चाहिए, that's a reply coming in from Sanjay Singh. Ishkaran Bhandari, U-turn, should there be an investigation? What do you make of this reaction?
I think we are past the stage of investigation. We are at the stage where they start to making arrests, because we are actively seeing what is happening in this case. By shaming a victim, you cannot escape the consequences of criminal law. By putting out edited, selective videos and saying, I am speaking facts, you parrot a defense story, that will not save you. So firstly, what needs to be done is all electronic devices. As I again say, was Vibhav Kumar given a phone call or a message? Was he told to do so? Who all told him? If anybody told him. So firstly, you need to seize all the phones of all the people. Then the CCTV footage. Then you need to examine the entire chain of events. That is why a crime scene is being recreated. So I will not be very surprised if soon you start seeing arrests in this case, because crime against women, especially when you are talking about a shirt being raised, etc., is an extremely serious allegation. And I will again saying, not be surprised if there are arrests soon in this case.
All right. And in fact, several threats over here. The Gory description, of course, Aam Aadmi Party has its own version. But what is very curious and still not answered is why it has taken almost 5 days or 4 long days at least since the incident took place for the Aam Aadmi Party to come clean. Atishi says the video has come forth just now. Where was the video all this time? Why was Vibhav Kumar not spoken to? And if he was accompanying Arvind Kejriwal and Sanjay Singh, who are perhaps the biggest decision makers within the Aam Aadmi Party, then could that not have been communicated? Why did Vibhav's version take so long to come? These are some unanswered questions at this stage. Perhaps there are cogent answers that the Aam Aadmi Party can give, but certainly many unanswered questions that still remain that hopefully the investigation will bring to the fore. I'd like to thank Shazia Ilmi, Ishkaran Bhandari, Ravi Srivastava, Dr. Akashdeep Muni for joining us this evening. Thanks so much for joining us.